In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete 50% and 80% of the Horizon Autumn Season Festival playlist. And this week, there are quite a few cars to win. So up first, we've got the 50% completion. For this, you need to complete the monthly Rivals event. If you want further details on this, watch my video from last week. You need to play unranked adventures until you rank in the online adventures in League 20. You need to complete this week's weekly Forzathon challenge called Snake Charmer. I will link the video to this week's Forzathon in the description down below. Complete as many of the daily Forzathon challenges as you can. I've only completed one and I've still managed to get 80% completion. And these daily challenges are really easy. They're all self-explanatory. Each one tells you exactly what to do. You can do the trial if you want to. I'm really not that bothered about having a chem block race suit. You can do the seasonal playground games, the autumn games if you want to. All you're going to get for that is a chem block helmet. Really not that bothered. And then it's moving on to the PR stunts. Ambleside Edge Danger Sign can be found right here, and this seasonal objective is really easy. I did this one using the Ferrari 599XX Evolution. You can also use the Shelby Monaco KC, the Agera RS, and the Aventador Forza Edition. Next is the HYTHE House Speed Trap. This one can be found right here, and once again this is really easy. I used the 599XX Evolution for this one once again. You can also use the Mosler, the Apollo, and the Ferrari F50 GT. And next we have the Brookside Speed Zone. This can be found right here, and once again for this one I used the Ferrari 59XX Evolution. You can also use the KTM Expo GT4. That one is absolutely amazing for speed zones. It corners like an absolute dream. And you can use the Mosler, the McLaren Senna, the Aston Martin Vulcan Forza Edition, and the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. And you need to enter the speed zone from this side. I will link videos for all 3 PR stunts in the description down below. And that is everything you need to do to complete 50% of this week's Autumn Festival playlist. Bagging yourself that Volkswagen gear. For 80% completion, complete this week's monthly Rivals event, play unranked adventures until you rank in the online adventures, complete this week's weekly Forzathon challenge called Snake Charmer, complete as many of the daily Forzathon challenges as you can, complete the trial if you want to, I'm not bothering, complete the autumn games, seasonal playground games if you want to, once again I'm not bothering, complete all 3 of the PR stunts. And then it's on to the seasonal championships. The first one being racing through the year's 60s. This one starts right here at Gardens Cross Country Circuit. It is a cross country series championship, and the car restrictions are C600 1960s. To see which cars you own from the 1960s, use the sort option and select year. Then you can scroll over to the 1960s decade, where you will see all the 1960s cars that you own. For this championship, I used the 1965 Ford Mustang GT Coupe with this tune that I've created called Seasonal. Really easy championship, no problems, just remember to set the driver tar difficulty to highly skilled. The next seasonal championship is called Out of Retirement. This one starts right here at Ambleside Sprint. It's a road racing series championship and the car restrictions are B700 using vintage racers. For this one I used the 1939 Auto Union Type D. And I didn't really need to create a tune for this one, I just changed the tyre pressure on the front and the rear. And the only thing you need to be cautious about with this car is wheel spin. You've got to use that throttle control. So when it comes to them sharp corners and them bends, use half throttle wherever you can. And then when you're on the straights, put your foot down. And the last seasonal championship is called Family Car Frenzy. This one starts right here at Horizon Festival Sprint. It's a road racing series championship and the car restrictions are A800 and you need to use super saloons. For this one I used the 2009 Audi RS6 with this tune called Seasonal. You've just got to remember to set the driver tar difficulty to highly skilled, and that is it. So just to recap, for 80% completion of this week's festival playlist, complete the monthly Rivals event, play unranked adventure until you rank in the online adventures, complete this week's weekly Forzathon challenge called Snake Charmer, complete as many of the daily Forzathon challenges as you can, complete the 3 PR stunts, I will link videos to each one in the description down below, and place first against highly skilled driver tars for each of the seasonal championships. I hope you found this quick guide useful. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and so you don't miss out on videos like this in the future, ring that bell. I'm Steve the Pirate, thank you so much for watching, good luck with all of those challenges, have an awesome day, have an awesome night, I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Goodbye.